Okay, good day, sir. This is morning now. I'm going to do simulations in SPSS for number 2. This is a link for the data. So after downloading the data is here having missing values. So for me, I decided to, since I'm going to put them in SPSS, I decided to assign each country and status their values. Now from here, I open another sheet within the same Excel file, and I decided to give, like, for Afghanistan, I gave code 1, Albania, I gave code 2. The same for the status. The one which was having developing, I gave it to the value of 0. The one which was having developed, I gave the value of 1. So in my following form, this one will be the one which will be I will be referring to in case of anything, any code I want to put and need to put level. So this is the sheet. So now I'm now going to open my SPSS software. It has opened. Now after the SPSS loading, now I'm going to add my data. I come to files, I come to open, I come to data. Now after opening, now I look for here, I'll be changing, I want Excel sheet. So I select life expectancy data, I open. So wait for it to open. After opening like this, so I untick this one, but here I need to put the life expectancy and which are saved as SPSS. Here, put SPSS, and I say OK. So after loading it like this, I take my type, their own numericals, because I changed the, I assigned each label a value. So as SPSS, it doesn't take the strings, it takes only the numericals, so I change. Now, after this, I came and check my labels. I come and double click on the labels. I put the type here country. Then here, I put here. Now, after this, I do it for all. The rest which are lacking here, I type on polio, then GDP. Let me do that faster. Yes, I've finished to put that. Now I come to the values. Now here on the values, since I assigned them records, I come here. The first country I had given Afghanistan, so I put here 1. Then I put the value. It is Afghanistan. Here from my file info, I copy it and bring it here. I paste, then I add, then I do the same for the rest. Let me do it faster. Then the same I do for the status at the given 0 for developing. I add at given 1 for developed. And I add, I say OK. Now I come to the measures. Now the country, and I have to put it to nominal. Then the years I left on scale, the rest I left on scale. Even status I put to nominal. So after that, this is how my data looks in data view. The calls I put, you can see here. Now next thing I want to know that is the data cleaning. So I come to analysis, then I come to missing values. After coming to missing values, so now all this information, I will now highlight it all. I will now highlight it all. Up to schooling, this, and I add it here. Now the next part is I go now to to now to pick the method of fixing missing data using SPSS. Now for me, I chose expected maximization algorithm. This one, so I take this one. I come to EM, then I come to here now to save my data. I type it. I want it to be EM. I want it to be EM. Then I say continue. After that, I come and I click on it. Okay. So after that, this now my output shall show. So after that, I'm now going to compare the means for original data without with the original data with the missing values. So what and now my data for EM, which is expectation maximization algorithm. So now this one is more for the original data. So I go to analysis, come to analysis, I come to descriptive statistics, then I come to frequencies. Now when I come to frequencies, what we want here is we are going to take, since the question said we need to model the relationship between life expectancy and socio-economic factors such as GDP. Now, those socio-economic factors, we are looking at adult mortality, GDP, then we have the immunization. Now, immunization, we are looking at the measles, polio, diphtheria, we are looking at the measles. So, those are the immunization rates. I'm going to add life expectancy. Then I come to adult mortality. After adding all of them like that, I go to statistics. I take mean because I want to compare the means. Then I say continue. Then I say okay. So after running, this is the outcome. It has brought. So now I do the same for EM, which is expectation maximization algorithm. So after performing the for EMA, it is here. I can now compare their means. Now I look at here. They are almost the same, slight difference. So I continue with the EMA. So now we are going to take the table for EMA like this. So now we go back to and check on our question, which is saying simulate the effect of change in socioeconomic factor, increase in GDP and decrease in mortality. So now here I need to calculate the GDP increase and I ascertain the percentage. Now here I'm going to use the coefficient equation, which is y is equals to a plus bx, of which now a is a constant. After me finishing to run, I check in my coefficient table. In my coefficient table, after running, I have here the constant 6.360. Then the one for mortality is 0.47, negative 0.047. Then the one for GTP is 5.629, exponent negative 10. So after doing my calculations, I came up with the GDP increase of 2.1%. Then I came up with the mortality decrease as 16.9%. After that, now I have to add 2.1% to 100 to come out to 102.1. Then I divide by 100 to come out 1.021. The same I do to the one of mortality, of which I need to subtract 100 minus 160.9. Then after that, I divide it. So I came up with 0.831. So after that, now I come to a transformation. I come to compute variables. From computing variables, I put now here as a GDP new, GDP new. Then I come to labels. Then I do the same. Now the formula here, GDP new. The formula here, I put all the GDP. I put now all the GDP times 1.021. Then I say okay. Now the GDP new is there, that calculated. Then now I do the same. For mortality decrease. So I say mortality new. Then I come and put now the equation here. Now here mortality decrease. The mortality decrease, we say all the mortality times. Now here times 0.801. Then I say okay. So now here it has given us the mortality new. It is here. So after that, I need to calculate now the new life expectancy. So I go to transformation, compute, and I put here now the new mortality expectancy. Now here on the numerical expression, I will say 66.064 plus now 0.120456789, then 5629 times a new GDP times a new GDP plus negative 0.047 times a new mortality. Then I say okay. It has given us here. Now here the question here is saying validate your model by comparing predicted value to your actual life expectancy. Now that's Roman 4. So now here I go to analysis, I come to regression, then I come to linear. From here now, I need to put the life expectancy in the dependent. Life expectancy independent like this. Then now the immunization rates I put now, adult mortality I put in independent. So after loading it like that, I go to save. Now here I need to take unstandardized predicted values. After taking this one, I say continue. Then after I say okay. So after that, this now the output as it is showing, and this is now the predicted expected values. After that, now I need to compare the means of the life expectancy and the predicted values. So what I do, I go to analysis, then descriptive. Now from here, I'm going to put life expectancy, the old one, then predicted values here. Then I go to options. What I want here, I will need a mean, I need the standard deviation, minimum, I need only the mean and standard deviation. Then I say continue. Then I say okay. So now from after performing that, this is how it looks in the output. Tell what expected, this one the mean has this, then the standard deviation has this. Now I'm going to look at that is shown from here. Is saying perform a sensitivity analysis to undergo how change in economic factors affect life expectancy. So I come to analysis, then I come to compare means, then I come to pair sample t-test. So here I'm going to now to add so now here I'm going to add the life expectancy, the predicted. Then I add the new life expectancy. Then I say okay, okay. So after running that, this is how now the outcome look like. Then now I do now analysis here for this one. Thank you so much, sir.